and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card because today, serious offers only, we are going to see your next love offer. Who is going to be offering love to you? Everything we can get about that person. What are they like? What are they offering? Anything about the relationship. That is our topic. So my Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well. We have group 1 with the Amethyst and the Witch's Tarot. Group 2 with the Obsidian and the Third Eye Tarot. Group 3 with the Tiger's Eye and the Tarot Illuminati. And group 4 with the Clear Quartz and the White Newman Tarot. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just gonna jump right in. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Witch's Tarot and the Amethyst, this is your reading, your next serious love offer. We're going to see who that's coming from, what they're offering, everything about this. Spirit, who is this for group 1 with the Amethyst, their next love offer? Who is this coming from? Nice. We got the Soulmate Union card. And that's the first card you guys got today, starting off with really good energy. If you're manifesting right now, you may specifically be kind of leaving it open to like soulmate. That may be the word that you're using to communicate with spirit what kind of love you're trying to draw in. Nice. And then we got the dates card that just came out as well. So this person is actually taking you out on dates, you know, like a gentleman, like a lady, like a responsible person, a person of value who knows how to treat another person. They're kind of wining and dining you. And I love that because that lets us know they're serious. Spirit, their next love offer, their next serious love offer. I feel like someone may be trying to creep in. Okay, that's so crazy. Literally, I asked in my head, Spirit, is this new lover like an old person? Who is this? And new love immediately came out. Because we have past pain and missing you, and then we have magic. You may have been manifesting someone that you already know, or they may have been manifesting you. With past pain and missing you, this person could also be a karmic or, you know, a twin flame. One of those kind of connections where they always come back and the connection is always like notoriously really strong. The bottom of past pain says baggage from the past. Missing you says longing for your touch. And then we have magic letting me know that either you did magic or they've done magic on you. Even, dude... Magic is getting so popular. You can't sleep on anyone because anyways, not even gonna go there. But just, you know, don't allow yourself to count someone out or feel like they're not capable of something because of how they look or appear. You'd be surprised what people are into. But I do see that this new love, this serious love offer is coming from this person that is dating you, taking you on dates, wining and dining you, trying to show you that they really appreciate you, really like you, and this is a new love. But there's a strong energy of some past pain, someone who's missing you, that is also trying to manifest you right now, or this is something that's manifesting from something you've done in the past. You may have been manifesting this person at a certain point and then you let it go. And now we're in this space where we have the right time and opportunity and they're about to come back into your life. The manifestation is going to come through. So maybe it didn't come through for a long time, so you forgot about it, or you didn't expect it to ever come to fruition. And it's like, no, that's still coming out. It's still coming back. So just be mindful of that. The bottom of date says, let's wine and dine. Soulmate union says love of a lifetime. And new love says love is in the air. You guys get the energy. Like I said, the person who's making you your next serious love offer is going to be someone that you don't know. Someone new that's going to be taking you out on dates and getting to know you. Okay, well, we'll see how the cookie really crumbles, but we do have clarity and reunion. So I feel like this is coming up in this reading because this is going to be happening at the same time, because we're specifically looking for your next serious love offer. But, well, okay, now Spirit's saying, well, you know, just because this person is someone who they've had past pain with doesn't mean that their love offer is less serious. Okay, all right, fair. But still, just be mindful of this. I don't know why this is throwing me for a loop. Clarity at the bottom of this one, it says seeing clearly now. Reunion says back together again. Maybe it's this person's energy. If they're like hyper masculine or someone who love bombs, someone who is really energetic, like when they're really about you, they're really about you. I'm kind of picking up on that too, because I don't know, maybe I'm rejecting it because it feels a bit forceful and it's kind of coming out of nowhere. I know that there's an element to me that kind of feels unfair, probably because of the past pain. But it does seem like this person is coming in and they've had clarity, and at a certain point you may have even, you know, been manifesting them. So it's looking like you're getting that opportunity. Let's see what else comes out, Spirit, for group 1 with the amethyst. Their next serious love offer. Got a card that fell on the floor. All I gotta say is this person better come in a new energy, because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. We have rejection, playa, and preparing. So at the bottom of preparing, it says doing inner work. Playa says someone likes to play the field. Rejection says affections denied. At a certain point, this person may have rejected a romantic path with you to take things to the next level, to take things to a point where you have a title and you're in a serious relationship. But this person was playing the field and they rejected you or your timeline or the relationship at a certain point. But with this preparing card, it's like, yeah, they're growing and evolving, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel right, if you know what I mean, because it's like, okay, they're taking their sweet time, causing you pain, but they're preparing to, you know, settle down and get married. So it's like, just because they're ready, does that mean that you can just waltz in? Like, you got to come in a good energy. And we have the humility card. So, and preparing, that came up talking about doing inner work. So I don't doubt that this person has changed, but breadcrumbs coming up, like if that's an energy in the present, it's better be talking about the past. That's all I got to say. Like that better be referring to the past. Otherwise, group 1, as a friend, I really don't feel like you should accept this offer. Selfless in all ways is what it says at the bottom of humility. At the bottom of breadcrumbs, it says giving just a little bit. So it does feel like in the past they had breadcrumbed you. Spirit, their next serious love offer. They're just bulldozing this other energy. Maybe it's because you don't know this person. You may honestly be the kind of person that once you have a sense of familiarity with someone, you may not like to switch it up and start over. Like you may be the kind of person that's like, I like to have my person, and once I know that I have my person, I'm good. We have love-based healing, low standards, and decisions. So I am seeing you kind of weighing your options, but you're not completely sold on this new energy either. So I'm going to see what's up with them. see what they're like. You already know what this person is like. And it does seem like they're coming in a better energy. Like it seems like they're coming in more humble, showing humility, and they've been doing inner work. So they're going to show up more emotionally mature and in a humble energy. But I'm like, okay, watch out for that one because that's tricky. But we have healing and low standards. And then we have decisions and love-based. So ultimately, I see you choosing the person that's making you feel like you have a true love-based connection. But at the end of the day, like I can't put these cards under this new love person because it's your energy in the middle, kind of deciding what you want to do. Like you're not sold on either option. Maybe they have done a 360. I'll pull some, or a 180. I'll pull some cards on them as well and see, okay, you already know them, but what energy are they showing up in now? Because maybe that's what's making it so tough for you, but it is very tough. It feels like you're stuck. It's really hard for you to make this decision. We have healing. Returning to a healthy balance is what it says at the bottom of that one. Low standards. Accepting whatever comes is what says on the bottom of that one. So you may have had low standards in the past and you've been doing some serious healing, and you really are in a place where you want a love-based connection, a connection that feels real, a connection that feels right, that makes sense. And you're weighing your options wisely. You're taking your time. You're also not rushing. So you're not sold on either person. I'm going to pull and see what this person is like, the new love, and then I'm going to pull and see what energy they're coming through on. And then we'll look at tarot. But I feel like this is going to help you make your decision. Spirit, can you show us the new love connection, the soulmate union, the person taking them on dates? What are they like? We got the monk/nun. So this person is holy, okay? Spiritual. It says selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So this person has a relationship with God, spirit, the divine, whatever they believe in. They have a spiritual system, a connection with the higher power. And they're also selfless. Someone who gives without like expectation of someone returning something. We have the king, the guide, and the orphan. So the king coming out is giving some masculine energy here. Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So essentially what that means is anyone in your charge, anyone in your family, your tribe, your community, they're taken care of by this person. This person has that leadership quality and leadership ability. Spirit's showing me a masculine paying for their mom's home. So that may be significant. That'll be a dead giveaway. Like, oh, is this the person I've been looking for? Because it'll come up in conversation eventually. Like, I want to take care of my mom's home. I want to pay for my mom's home, or I do pay for my mom's home. The orphan says independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering the fear of surviving. Spirit is also highlighting to me that this person doesn't have an unhealthy attachment to their mom. So I feel like that's going to be significant for one person who's really concerned about that, or maybe has trauma with that. If you've dated like a mama's boy, or just, you know, someone who's spoiled. So sorry, I'm getting over a cold. Someone who's spoiled, someone who has like an unhealthy close attachment to their mom or their sister, someone who uses their mom and sister as chess pieces to fight battles for them or to pick fights. This person is not like that. They're really independent. They take care of their parents, but they live separately from their parents. And Spirit is like intentionally showing that and highlighting that. And then we have the guide. It says represents the nature of the divine and life in yourself and yourself. So another card talking about them being connected to the higher power and having that higher level connection. I'm going to pull some cards on this one, even though you already know this person, to see how they're showing up. Spirit. this person from the past, how are they showing up today? Wow, we got the companion card. So they're actually coming in a very romantic energy. It says loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. And suddenly, to me, it all makes sense why it's so hard for you to make your decision. Because these are the three things like you need in a relationship. Loyalty, they're showing up loyal. Tenacity, they're willing to fight for the relationship and put in the work. And unselfishness, willing to put you, or at least the relationship, above their own personal desires, wants, and needs. So that's enough to make you feel away. Yeah, I get it. They're showing up, like they're finally showing up. That's the thing, like they're finally showing up. You know what I mean by that? Like in the way that you wanted them to, you know, in the past, in the way that you wish they could have. You may have known this person when you were younger. You may have worked with this person and they had a relationship. They were in a relationship while you knew them. You may have been like friends in college. Oh, wow. The hedonist and the angel. The angel hasn't come out in like a year from this deck, which is wild that it's showing up for this person. The angel, it says, helping those in need with no expectation of return. They are on their best behavior. They are on their best behavior. Did you scare them? What happened? Like they're showing up so serious and like about you and about this relationship. The hedonist, it says, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life and celebrates the beauty in yourself. So they're showing up in an energy where they want to do all that cutesy stuff. They want to go on the road trips. They want to have the picnic. They want to enjoy life. They want to do the paint, you know, cutesy little dates with you. Like they want that now. They want to embrace and celebrate life. They're just in an energy of wanting to be happy as well. Maybe this person was hard to please or, you know, hard to make happy in the past. They want to now. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Virgin. They are born again. They are born again, group one. What can I say? And that's why it's hard for you to make your decision. And honestly, you know, being in this relationship probably will trigger the low standards version of yourself. Like, you know, because if you had lower standards when you were trying to be with this person or certain things that you hadn't learned before you were with this person, you may associate this person with that version of you. And so that can be very triggering and very hard for, you know, people to move on from. So it's going to be tricky and a bit triggering no matter what, but and also this person may have learned a lesson because we have the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles here. So there's an energy of them. We got the Four of Swords in reverse as well. There's an energy of them reflecting on the past and feeling like they've made a wrong decision, or reflecting on the past and realizing the grass isn't greener on the other side. Five of Pentacles is a card of lack. And with the Seven of Pentacles coming up, it's like, okay, he is showing up, she is showing up, they are showing up, understanding that they have to do the work, understanding that they have to put in effort, understanding what's required of a relationship, and they're accepting that and they're ready to build. And they realize that Five of Pentacles, like they were going off of an idea, not a reality. You know, maybe they wanted you to play some fantasy role of someone that doesn't exist, you know, or an archetype that you would see like on social media. And maybe you're into it. Maybe you're fine, you know, doing the cutesy, flirty, you know, all that stuff, or whatever it is that they wanted specifically from you, but just not all the time, because that's not realistic or sustainable. And they didn't get that. But they get it now. So we have the Page of Wands in reverse and the Strength card. They're coming in with a heavy hitting energy. They're coming in emotionally mature. I'm telling you, they're coming in a way that really makes you feel like Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you could be with them. You could have a relationship with them, a long-term relationship. They get it. They know. Like, they understand it now. Spirit, can you tell us about this new love? Well, we have the Seven of Wands coming up in reverse for this one, so they don't have that super in-depth history with you. We have the Ace of Cups. They're coming in much more of a lighter energy. It's not as gritty. It's not as intense because it's not like with this karmic. It's a soulmate union, and typically soulmates do come with lessons, but not nearly as many as like a twin flame connection or like a karmic. Those are usually like much more heavy hitting in terms of lessons. So with the Ace of Cups showing up, Seven of Wands in reverse, you guys don't have all that like heavy energy. So in a way, some of you, that's a bad thing. You know, because you like intense relationships and you like to, you know, feel that intense love. Wow, 10 of Cups just came out for this person. This new love is an opportunity to have a 10 of Cups. And a 10 of Cups is typically more of a relationship that is more like light and romantic versus like a 10 of Pentacles, which represents that long-term stability and foundation and the hard work associated with it. 10 of Cups really is just like that cushy good stuff where you're comfortable. It's nice. You don't have that, you know, Seven of Wands in reverse, huge, long, in-depth history. And it depends on you. The ball is in your court. So honestly, that is best case scenario. At least we know that you get to be the one making the decision as far as what you want, because they're both good options, you know. I feel like I prejudged them a little bit, or I got a bit worried about them because of that past pain energy. I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't want that for my collective. I don't want someone waltzing back in their life who breadcrumbed them, rejected them, was a freaking player. No. But I do see that they have done the work. So it's up to you. The ball's in your court, and that's best case scenario because it's a win-win when you get to choose. Advice for group 1. We have Creator Water. Spirit is saying lead with your intuition. Lead with your intuition. Lead with your heart. And we have Fearless Expression. You may be a water sign as well, or have a water Venus placement. And then we have Fearless Expression, especially when it comes to this person of the past. Spirit is saying express yourself fearlessly. Even when you're talking to this person, tell them what's on your mind, how you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what you truly want. Don't hide it anymore, because you have an opportunity to get it as long as you declare what it is that you really want. That's what I got for you, group 1. I love this reading. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading, custom spell work, all of that is on there. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Obsidian and the Third Eye Tarot, this is your reading. We're going to see your next serious love offer, Spirit. This is for group 2 with the Obsidian. Your next, oh, there's a few other ones that flipped over. I didn't even notice. Okay, so let's see what we got. Interesting. So first of all, we have the Past Life Lover card, and we have the Engagement card. I love to see this. Past life says we've been here before. Engagement says I make this promise to you. So your next serious love offer is going to be one that does include an offer of marriage. This person will be asking you to be their future wife, husband, life partner. And I'm also feeling a little bit of like a psychic kind of connection. We'll see. We have telephone and trust issues. I'm going to clarify these to see exactly what Spirit is saying. But for some of you, you may have trust issues because you have been receiving messages from this person. But if this is a past life lover, you've likely been receiving these messages in the dream space, through visions, through feelings, whatever way the universe communicates to you. There's this saying that the universe communicates to you in your most fluent language. So if your most fluent language is dreams, that's how spirit's going to communicate. Or if you're someone who receives, a different form of communication, you have different spiritual gifts, that's how spirit will communicate this to you. But I don't feel for the most of you that you've talked in 3D. We'll see. But I definitely feel like this trust issues card is talking about you having a hard time believing your visions or having trust issues because maybe you used to dream of someone else as a kid, but that never came to fruition, or you still haven't gotten clarity on what that was all about. So it's hard for you to accept the messages that you've been receiving or the communication that has been coming in from your guides or the universe, wherever, however it comes to you. Because it's like in the past, I've had these weird psychic experiences and connections with people and it didn't lead to anywhere, or it was unreliable. So there's a little bit of an energy of you having a hard time believing that honestly anything is coming for some of you. Yeah, there's an energy of you guys going through a spiritual ascension, and spirit has been slowly but surely getting you ready for this person. And to be honest, I do feel like there was a couple strays that you caught in the process, a couple bad eggs, negative experiences in love. We have playa and stuck in the past. So even though this person is coming through in a responsible energy and an energy of knowing what it is that they want, there is some past triggering that's coming up, influencing this. So I feel like as long as we're aware of it, then we can move accordingly. But we have imperfections that came up, determined, and clarity. So like I said, this person is coming through in an energy of being very much so sure of what they want. Very much so sure that this is where they're trying to be. I mean, if the engagement offer, I mean, that's now we're talking like, yeah, that's really going to show me what you're all about. Give me that ring, okay? And that's how they're coming through. They're coming through in an energy of being clear of what it is that they want, being determined. Love that as well. Because that means they actually have the energy to pursue you. Not someone with a bunch of empty promises because they don't actually have the energy to back up what they're saying. But someone who, has their stuff together. And they're ready. And like I said, with the imperfections card, to be honest, I feel like you caught a few strays. And it would have been maybe better if you could learn those lessons through like the career area of your life or the friendship area in your life, because then when it comes to love, you wouldn't struggle as much. But I do feel like you've learned a lot of your lessons and had a lot of your glow ups come from the result of you having to learn certain lessons and see where there were cracks in your own armor, to see where you're vulnerable. So if you look at it that way, like, okay, I experienced that in love because it had to show me, this imperfection or this thing that I need to work on, versus like, that's what I attract, that's what it is for me. Maybe it'll be easier for you to move forward with this person. But Spirit, what else can you tell us? Nice. We have the birth card. You may want kids or have kids with this person. If you don't, watch out for that. The birth card also talks about a new beginning and a new relationship. So this past life connection has been confirmed as a new love connection, not someone that you already know. Nice. Yeah. You guys are honestly having the energy of another person that wants to come up. You may have been drawn to pick pile 1 as well. Because there is an energy of someone trying to come through. It's not as strong or as aggressive as pile 1, but there is someone who really does have you on their mind. Someone who has you on their mind quite a bit and wants to at least come full circle with you. I feel like they realize how important your connection was as well. And I feel like having this conversation, having this closure is going to be the thing that allows you to actually move forward with someone of the past. Group 2, I feel like there may be something that you're stuck on, and that's nothing to like, be ashamed about or feel away about. That's very much so normal. There is something that you may have experienced with a past love that you really can't get over, and you're trying, but you really can't. So this person is coming through. They feel that energy as well. And I do even feel like maybe spirit is what's calling them to come back and spin the block on you, because they're feeling this energy like there's something still left here or open or, unresolved. They're feeling that too. So just be aware that this person is coming back. But to be honest, if I had to say, I would say that ultimately you're still choosing to move on from this person. You're not, trying to be with them. I feel we have forgiveness and past love. I feel like it'll be more about closure and clarity and kind of closing that cycle. But it's just so interesting. Like, we have the playful intentions card, and you can see the kids on the card. It feels like your first love or someone you dated right before you truly got like jaded, or right? It's like this is the person that kind of changed you, or they started the ball rolling and you changing. Some sort of significant point, they were there. They were there at some sort of like big turning point in your life. But we have here healing and learning, and then old crush. So again, it's just giving kind of like school age love type, like first love, like puppy love, like I was naive before I met you, and then stuff really started to hit the fan after our experience type of love, like that kind of person. But like I said, I feel like that's more about clarity versus this person also making you a serious love offer. We'll see. I'm going to pull from the tarot. But we'll see if that's what it is or if it's more of a closure thing. We have birth, long-term, and balance. So again, everything is very much so connected. And that may be why both of them are showing up in this reading, because this situation finally having that closure, it's like now that's being lifted off of your shoulders. The weight, any pain, trauma, or just energy in general is relieved from you and your aura, So this closing is allowing you to fully commit and open up to a new person, because it's like it's squared away. So birth, long-term, and balance. Like I said, this definitely is a new connection, someone that you haven't met in the physical. There are still some trust issues, so you'll believe it when you see it. But I do see you moving forward with this person, and with the balance energy, it's like, okay, you can give this a real shot. It feels right because you have some energy alleviated, It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, imagine you're a battery, or imagine this is like your phone and your phone storage. And it's like, this is clearing out like 50% of your space, getting this closure on this relationship. Just like if you delete pictures from a past relationship, it'll literally clear up storage for you. It's like the same thing. So before, you didn't have enough room to let someone in, but with this, squared away, settled, and receiving that closure, now you do. We got the 8 of Wands, very fast moving energy. So things are, heating up and taking off for you very, very quickly. Nice. We got the Emperor. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is good because 5 of Pentacles upright is more like a poverty mindset kind of thing. And we have the 9 of Swords. So again, there's no reason to be ashamed or feel weak or feel away. Like, you've carried so much of your burden. Like, do you realize nobody got you here but you? No one could force you to get out of bed and show up and to just be here, to choose to continue to live your life for you and to be happy, or to get you through that hard struggle. Nobody got you here but you. So you've proven that you're strong, group 2. Allow yourself to go through this pain and to feel it, and to allow this closure to happen without feeling like you wish you could have moved on from it on your own, though. Like, let that go. Like, you literally don't have to do everything. And we have the Emperor and the Eight of Wands, so that may be a whole other thing that's hard for you to get used to, like true divine masculine energy where someone is putting in work and taking care of you. That may also be what's causing that, you know, Nine of Swords, a little bit of stress and worry. It's just a lot going on at once and you're very anxious. We have the Justice card here, you know, so there's one more card that fell. There are cycles being closed and handled right now. So it's just very overwhelming. And Five of Cups, it kind of feels like, you know, you got to allow yourself to mourn the older version of yourself. Like, it's such a huge thing. Like, with one of the worst breakups I went through, honestly, one of the top 3 things that really weighed on me from that relationship is my old schedule and habits. Because I lived with that person. And so when we broke up, we moved into separate homes. And it was like so hard. I literally had to mourn the old version of myself because I'm like, dang, like where I'm living now, my old gym isn't as close. That's a big change. You know, I have to take a different route to work. I have a different routine. When I come home, I'm not at the same home anymore. I'm not doing the same routine, watching a movie, making some dinner. Like, that was the hugest thing for me. So a lot of things you may not have to internalize. It may not even be them that you're really mourning. It's your old routine, your old self, your old version of life that's really weighing on you. With the Justice card, there's a lot happening at once. And for those of you who do still care, you know, for this person of the past, let me actually ask if this is going to be another serious love offer or if it's closure. Spirit. Is this a serious love offer as well? We have the Ten of Swords in reverse that just came out and the Queen of Swords in reverse. You wouldn't dare pursue that, most of you, because just too much has happened or it's going to trigger too much of that old stuff. Like I was saying earlier in the reading, you know, sometimes being with someone from the past that is, you know, played you or you've had negative energy with can trigger like an old version of you that feels weak and you may kind of struggle with that. So it feels like it's easy to forgive for most of you because it was a puppy love situation, but also you can't unsee that version of this person that's all about the drama or that made you feel a way or that did this and that to you. So it's kind of like, even though I could choose to be back with you, I'm not going to. 3 of Pentacles. Well, that's interesting. That's a card of working with the higher power, working with the divine. So to be honest, it's more of a situation where it's like, if it's meant to be, it will be, but I don't see either of you pursuing it. It's like, it took years. It really feels like it. Unless this was a relationship where it's like, so much happened, you know, like back to back to back in a short period of time. It feels like years. It feels very karmic. It took years to get to this point where we can finally heal and agree. We've done certain things and admit it and, you know, learn the lessons, forgive and heal, that if we're supposed to be together, the universe is going to have to bring it together. You know, 3 of Pentacles, like this isn't something that I'm going to force. Yeah, we have the Tower card. Like I said, it felt like I wouldn't dare touch that when I got the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Like I wouldn't dare play with it. This is still a Tower moment to a degree, even getting to this place of forgiveness. And that happens for a lot of people because, you know, like when you're in a relationship and stuff is happening, you can't even fully see everything, or you don't want to admit just how bad it is or just how, you know, crazy things can be while you're in it. A lot of times that comes later after you're out of it. So even though you know, like, okay, like say this person cheated, just as an example, you may know this person cheated, but to have them years later finally come back and admit it, like, yeah, I cheated, I did that, yo, it can trigger you in the weirdest way because it's like, it's finally all out in the open. Like, I knew this subconsciously, but I was burying it. With it being out on the table, that's enough to piss you off all over again. And it's looking like it might for some of you with the Tower coming out. So no, I don't see that as a serious love offer. I see that as a serious closure, forgiveness, and healing moment. But at that point, I think both of you are going to choose to let it go, walk away, and move forward because it was just too much. Like, you can't unsee that, some of the stuff, you know. Spirit, for this past life engagement, new love, long-term, balanced offer. Tell us more about this. Nice. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse. So this person is taking a huge weight off of your shoulders, and I'm not surprised with them showing up as the Emperor before. We have the World in reverse and the King of Cups. What's up with this World in reverse? Honestly, it's a bittersweet symphony. It's a bittersweet ending because it is wrapped up in this. So it's like, yeah, I'm excited to move forward in my life. But again, it's just like you're looking at your past and realizing just how much you've been through because things are finally out in the open and being admitted to you and there's no more illusions. So it is a bittersweet and overwhelming situation for anyone. And I'm hoping that's all it is. Spirit, clarify this World card in reverse. But we have the King of Cups, so this person is showing up how they should. Like I said, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. They're not giving you childish little boy, little girl, young person energy. They're coming in on like a responsible energy, trying to love you properly. Nice. We got the Ten of Pentacles. That's a long-term offer. We got the Star. Quit it. Cut it out. I'm not doing this. I'm not worried about that World card in reverse. We get it. The World card is the last card of the major arcana in the tarot deck. So the thing about the World card is even though it can be very positive, there's always like a bittersweet element to it. Because if you're at the World, you've been through the Tower. You've been through justice. You've been through all the major arcana, all the major lessons. So there's going to be some sort of negative experience on the way to the World. So I could see why you would be like feeling like still not completely like you can be happy or just feeling a way about things. But ultimately, I mean, come on. Yeah, we got the Death card in the Chariot. Come on, knock it off. You're moving forward. And that's another major arcana. Like, you know, you got to get through the Death card before you can get to the World. So it's like, there's a lot of pain on the way that by the time you get to the end, it can be more, you know, bittersweet than anything. This is just a lot for you. It's very overwhelming. What I do love, though, is this past life love connection that's finally coming to fruition, finally coming into the 3D, is Star card wish fulfillment. It's everything that your soul has been calling out for and everything that your 3D self would say you need. So especially with the Ten of Pentacles coming out as well, this person is offering you long-term stability. But yeah, with the Death card, there's an older version of you and a life that you're having to let go. So it's just very overwhelming and bittersweet. But we have the Chariot. So, you know, you're moving forward, getting your opportunity for happiness, getting your happily ever after. And you do have, you know, mixed feelings about it, but that's just life sometimes. I don't even know what to say because that's just literally life. You know, there isn't a perfect solution to everything. So sometimes you just got to kind of, I'm heavy on the it is what it is personally. I'm such an it is what it is type of person that I just be like, in my personal life, it is what it is. That's, you know. But yeah, ultimately, you know, Star card, wish fulfillment, this is good shit. This is good stuff. That's what I got for you, Group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 3 with the Tiger's Eye and the Tarot Illuminati, this is your reading. We're going to see your next serious love offer. Spirit, this is for Group 3. Group 3 with the Tiger's Eye. Show us for Group 3 their next serious love offer. So first of all, I see this connection moving really fast. And there's an energy of you feeling like you lucked out getting this person. So this person has some sort of huge advantage. They have like a lot of money, or this is someone who's extremely emotionally intelligent, like someone very much so worthy, someone that you feel lucky to have. And they're just as crazy about you. This relationship gets very deep very quickly. Ooh. You guys honestly may move too fast. Okay, nice. Okay, so listen, this is what we got for you. We got the real deal, but we also have baby maker, okay? So I do see you guys moving very, very fast, and we have lust and shame. So to be honest, there's a very, very strong attraction between the two of you, a very, very strong connection between the two of you, and both of you are on the same page right away. Now we have the devilish card here. So when it comes to bouncing off of each other's energy, that can become, you know, kind of something that can get you into some trouble, because with both of you in the super lusty energy, matching each other's energy, very physically attracted to each other, mentally attracted to each other, spiritually attracted to each other. Like I said, it feels like you have lucked out. It's giving true pair energy. It's giving perfect match. And it's kind of right away. So I see you guys, to be honest, making a strong connection right away. You really want this person to choose you. They really want you to choose them. And it's like both of you, I really do feel like you're trying to play it cool. You're trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm cool, calm, and collected. I don't feel like I met the one. I'm cool. I'm chilling. Like both of you are giving off this big chilling energy right away. But it's actually very deep. The conversation you guys have are very long, very deep, and very real. You feel like you've known this person before. You feel like you've known them for years. It feels like there is a very strong connection between you and this person, and it happens very rapidly, and both of you feel the same. Like I said, there's a lot of lust, a lot of physical attraction, a lot of mental attraction, and even spiritual attraction. I don't get that one very often, but Spirit is saying spiritual attraction as well. So this person, spiritually, they have a practice that meshes well with you, or your beliefs align with each other. You're on the same page. So we have the real deal and baby maker. Like I said, that's really good. That's very anchoring. The baby maker is a little ambitious, especially right away. Okay, that may be a bit much. So you guys may really have to cool out and be conscious of how you're reacting to each other and how much time you're spending with each other and what situation you put yourself in. If you want to avoid that right away, because that should probably happen like, okay, after we got, you know, a commitment, and, you know, after we've actually, I don't know, made it down the aisle or lived together, something more serious, something more stable. But yeah, we have ultimatum and optimism. So I do see this person making you a serious offer, a love offer, a forever offer. That's how it feels. Really, it feels like forever offer. And that's really kind of what an ultimatum is. It's kind of like an all or nothing type of thing. So like I said, this person, they're growing on you very, very quickly. And your connection with them is growing very, very quickly. We have thoughts that came up as well. I don't think I talked about that one. But I feel like that's more associated with the, is this really the one kind of thing? This feels too good to be true. Like there's a little bit of that energy where it's like, everything is so perfect. What's wrong with them? You're like trying to figure it out. Like, okay, what's wrong with this person? Why does it feel so good? Why does it make so much sense right away? It's not normal to be on the same page with someone so quickly. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this connection? Ooh, interesting. Okay. For a very small portion of you, because this is very specific, I'm seeing that you were working with this person, but they ended up talking to someone else romantically at the job, and now they're kind of coming back. For some of you, maybe it's this, because like the connection with this person, it feels like when it's really good, it's really good, but also when it's bad, it can get like really intense. With this devilish and lust energy, if you're someone who like likes to roast people a little bit to flirt with them, or if you're a little mean, I do see you guys like bouncing off of each other and matching each other's energy. So we have apologies and editing. You guys honestly may get started off on the wrong foot. Like, it's like, okay, we have a really good date, things are going good, and by the end of the day, we're roasting each other, but then like someone's feelings actually gets hurt, like it gets serious along the way. Or, you know, we have the ego card here. Like I said, there's an energy of you guys playing things really, really cool. We have ego and rejection. So you may feel rejected if this person is not giving you like 100% yeah. If they're not bowing down to you, you may feel rejected. Or vice versa. If you're, you know, showing up to the date and you're cool as a cucumber, you're sitting in your power, you're confident, they may feel that as a rejection. I don't feel like anyone's actually getting rejected here. That's not what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is people who are triggered because of the ego. I'm not seeing like some big offense. I'm just not seeing it. But like I said, for a few of you, yeah, I did see that situation where there was actual interference. Also, Spirit is saying, for those of you who are lucking out because this person is financially well off, it's hard for you to get used to what this relationship is like, not having this person always be, maybe they're not super romantic, or they're not super lovey-dovey, or they're just physically not always there. That may take some getting used to, because you may be used to, you know, dating people where it's like all they have, you know, to bring to the relationship is their heart. So you get that fully. But with this person, the interference could be another person. It could be a third party, or it could be their job. Because we did get that energy before where some of you are kind of lucking out in more ways than one through this connection. So just be aware of that. That's not a rejection though. It's just different. It's taking some getting used to. So I am seeing something about this serious love offer where you guys may get started off on the wrong foot, or things may be really good and then really triggering, you know, so just be aware of that. But we have messages, date time, and success. So if you feel called to reach out to someone, if you get a universal nudge that it would benefit you to reach out to someone, or if you're feeling called to, definitely do that. Don't be afraid to shoot your shot. Don't be afraid to be the first person to say something. But I do see incoming communication with this person, so you will be talking to them soon. Your next serious love offer seems 3 months out or less, which is not a long time to wait, especially if you've been single for 9 months, a year, more. Cool out. 3 months is not a lot. But we have success. So it's looking promising. It's looking very promising. And I like that you guys are getting that date time, because that lets me know that even though this person may not be able to, like, you know, sit on the phone with you all day, FaceTime, always be texting you, they're still making you a priority. So yeah, there's going to take some getting used to. Also, if you're a creative yourself, or if you're someone who has a busy schedule or a busy work life, then there may be conflicting schedules, or it could be you giving out this energy and, you know, they're feeling rejected because you can't date them and go all in right away. That may be something just in general you don't allow yourself to do. So it's like they would be unhappy regardless if they just wanted to deal with you, period, because you may have a rule personally where it's like, you know, it's good to meet you and I'm glad to see you and all that, but that doesn't mean you get all my time right away. Like, you think just because we met, all of a sudden this means now every day I'm making you a priority? Like, it may be you know, making this person's ego flare up. It may be you giving them that sense of rejection. Spirit, what else can we know? Nice. We got the Lovers card. Four of Swords in reverse and the Lovers card. You've been plotting and planning and doing the most to get in alignment with this love, but there isn't anything being called of you at this time. This is the calm before the storm. This is the time where you rest and where you relax and where you rejuvenate, but you may be rejecting that right now, hyperfixating on love. And Spirit's like, you don't even have to. And that can also be a trap, you know, and that's where you kind of get in the realm of toxic positivity, because you're not a self-improvement project and you don't always have to be working on yourself or, you know, trying to do something to become worthy. With the Lovers card, this is going to essentially come to you. It's being divinely guided. The Lovers card talks about Spirit bringing two together, so I'm not seeing that there's any work you have to do. And we have the Alchemist in reverse, which is the Magician in this deck. The Alchemist in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So you may be hurting yourself more than helping if you're trying to manifest right now. If you're hyper-focusing on manifesting or trying to be in control, you may be running yourself out of energy, missing the messages that Spirit is giving you as far as things that you could be doing. But yeah, you're good for now to, you know, chill out with the manifestation. We have the King of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. A lot of cards coming up in reverse for you, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like the Seven of Swords in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse, that would be a good thing. Seven of Swords in reverse, staying out of your own way, Five of Cups in your reverse. Honestly, I feel like your method to dating right now may be to stay out of the way and waiting for people to come to you. And I ain't mad at it. I actually like that, especially since you already know that you have someone on the way to you. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. I was doing good. But yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. So right now, Spirit is really working with you when it comes to divesting, like de-investing your energy in certain people, certain things, activities, friends, places. You may feel like you're getting isolated at this time. And that's exactly the energy of you getting prepared. Yeah, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're kind of in this energy where it's like, man, it's a thankless job. It's a thankless job to do the right thing. You know, there's no trophy for the person who does all the shadow work. There's no trophy for the person who chooses to become a better person and shows up with integrity and good character. There's no rewards for that. So I see that you guys are feeling away. But Spirit is saying this is not over. You're really being led to victory, first of all. But the story is not over, and you're actually kind of in a lull. So things are going to be picking up for you soon. But you can't control it with the Devil in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. You can't control it, Two of Cups in reverse. But with the Devil in reverse, Spirit is also blocking further temptation and people from bothering you. And things are actually slow right now because Devil in reverse, Spirit is blocking all the yahoos and people that are not divinely guided from being able to play in your face. So yeah, it seems like nothing's popping off, or you're feeling ignored. You're feeling like, you know, you're not getting what you want. But really, Spirit's blocking you from a bunch of BS. We have the Justice card in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. So you're at that point in your journey where you're tired. Things have been tough, but they're going to turn for the better. I don't know why the camera's going in and out of focus. Spirit. Nice. The butterfly. That's exactly it. It feels more like the phoenix to me because it's like divine power, divine fire energy. Like it takes grit. It feels more like the phoenix than the butterfly, but Butterfly is the softer aspect, which that actually makes sense. It feels like the Phoenix because you're having to work so hard because you may be fighting against yourself or going against the grain. But Spirit's trying to initiate you into this soft life, and you may be frustrated. You may be a workaholic, someone who always likes to be doing something. I mean, we have the butterfly in abundance, so again, walking into a relationship with a wealthy person, I like that for you. But it's going to take you some time to adjust to not, working so hard and having to be the thing that gets you from point A to B. It's hard it's hard to allow someone else to carry. But the butterfly says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. And I was just going to finish that thought. Spirit may be trying to get you to do more things that are about this, like in alignment with the soft life. Spirit may be getting you to, try to get into painting or some sort of idle activity where you can just kind of sit in your energy and vibe out, listen to music, have some snacks, and kind of just do something mindless that by the end of it, maybe you get a new, painting or a new item, something that's relaxing, reading, some knowledge and just vibe. But if you're a workaholic or a hustler, that feels like being lazy or it feels counterintuitive. So you may not be feeling that. The butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Abundance says keep a positive mindset. You're manifesting exactly what it is that you want. Show gratitude and bliss. Spirit. Got 2 of them that flipped over. Nice. We have the coffin in ascending, so it's bittersweet. This relationship is going to come out of nowhere. It's going to come through very fast. It's going to be very intense, and this person is really going to sweep you off your feet. There is some sort of ending that is happening at the same time, though, so just be aware of that, because if you feel a sense of sadness or longing and you don't know what you're longing for, you don't know what you're sad about, it's these, like subconsciously, you can feel the recycling of your energy and the changes that are happening. And try not to associate thoughts to those feelings, because it may not even be that. It really could be all energetic. But in your mind, you feel like, you're sad for another reason. The coffin says endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, and liberation and transition. Ascending says transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, a new phase, and preparing for union. So again, I see Spirit getting you prepared for union. I see Spirit getting you prepared for your divine masculine. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck coming towards you. Oh, let me get a little bit about that. I almost forgot to pull to see what they're like. Spirit, what are they like? Their next serious love offer. We have the Slave and the Fool. The Slave says, surrendering your power of trust to the divine with surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. So this person is surrendering to Spirit, surrendering to God, surrendering to the higher power so that they can show up and be a good husband, be a good wife, a good partner, selfless. And then the Fool, it says fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. I love that for you, because for someone who takes life very serious or someone who's a hustler, it's good to have this person who can kind of get you to crack a smile, get you to open up and warm up and to allow yourself to be soft and to experience and receive love. And also to fearlessly reveal their own emotion, not feeling like they have to hide themselves from you or hide their emotion. Someone who can just be honest and show up and be present. And that's what I got for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the clear quartz and the white Newman tarot, this is your reading. We're going to get all the info we can about your next serious love offer, who that is, and what's going on, Spirit. This is for group 4. Group 4 with the clear quartz. Show us their next love offer, their next serious love offer for group 4. Interesting. So this is soulmate energy. And I do feel you may know this person. If not, this person has seen you multiple times, but you haven't seen them. We have keeping watch and secrets. So this person has been observing you. They've been watching you on social media or watching you in person, like if you work with this person or go to the gym with this person, or this could be, you know, someone who works at a place that you frequent and they see you, but you don't see them. But this person has been keeping watch, but they have not revealed their feelings for you yet. They've been really taking their time to observe you and kind of get to know you, try to see if you're a match before they kind of put their neck on the line and make it clear to you that they're interested. But this is a soulmate union. We have the soulmate union card and we have clarity. So they're coming into a clarity in a space of knowing what they're wanting and being sure after they've been watching you for a while. But like I said, some of you aren't even aware of this person. Some of you are. Oh, and I'm glad that this came out too. For those of you who are worried, we have the commitment card. So again, Spirit's like, yep, this is the reading for your next serious love offer. They're coming through in a committed energy, offering you commitment, but they're definitely taking their time up front. Nice. We have alignment and union, you guys. This is looking really good. This is a really good, solid energy. This person is coming in. They're offering you union. And you guys have come into alignment. So I feel like there's a lot more here than what's on the surface. A lot that you and them don't realize about each other or about the connection. I feel like I'm tapping into two people that are doing their best to show up the best way that they can. Doing their best to do the background work, to really get to know someone, to observe them, to take their time. A little scared. You know, maybe some of this is rooted in fear, but I do see both of you coming from a space of doing the work to get in alignment and doing the work to be ready and available for a connection. Interesting. We have memories and dreams. So as you start to talk to this person, they may reveal to you a time that they saw you or some sort of small interaction that you've had, some sort of like something that connects you, and you're going to remember what they're talking about after you reflect for a little bit. So you may have something freaky like that happen where it's like, I seen this situation happen in a dream the night before, or I've seen you before. Now I'm having this memory like, oh, I do remember that. I know exactly what day you're talking about. That's you. That was you. That's crazy. Like, I'm seeing something like that here. But I mean, ultimately, we have commitment, alignment, union, soulmate union that came out. 2 cards talking about union. This person is pretty serious, and it feels like you guys already have some sort of psychic connection going on with the dreams card, especially if you're dreaming about this person before you become consciously aware of them. Your subconscious has definitely picked up on them beforehand. But it just feels like a long term coming. You guys actually got the most positive cards out of all the groups today, to be real. Like, you guys got the most straightforward commitment, union, you know, type of serious energy. Yeah, and it just looks like, you know, this is finally coming together, finally coming to fruition. Let's get their energy, see what they're like. Spirit, for group 4, how are they going to know it's this person? What are they like? How are I don't know which ones exactly wanted to come out, so I'm going to see if they come out again. How are they showing up, Spirit? I definitely feel like I really feel like this was meant to be. We have the Child Eternal, the Advocate, and the Shapeshifter. So it's like this person, they have a lighthearted energy. They're a child at heart. They allow themselves to experience fun. They'll embarrass themselves a little bit. They allow themselves to, just have fun and interact and to be present in the moment. They don't shame themselves for having moments of allowing their inner child to live, where they get to giggle and just have fun and be silly and ridiculous, and play. But at the same time, they're an advocate. So they're showing up as someone who's responsible, someone who can articulate themselves, someone who's good with communication, and someone who has good character. Someone who will stand up for you, someone who will also stand up for someone else in a public place if they saw that they were being done wrong in some way. And then we have the Shapeshifter. So I love this. It's a little bit of everything. It's like, okay, on one end, they allow their inner child to live. On the other end, they're very emotionally intelligent and just intelligent in general. Intellect, conversations, they can meet you there. They can have that with you. And then on the other end, they're a shapeshifter, so they can kind of wear all hats. You may consider yourself to be a Jack or Jill of all trades, someone who knows like one fact about everything, or someone who can do everything. People may have a joke that you're Superwoman. People may ask you, how do you do it? You may seem like someone who stays very busy and gets a lot accomplished, and a lot of people admire that about you. But this person is matching that energy, which is why I love that so much, because it's like finally someone coming in to do that for you. So like I said, I definitely get that soulmate energy. I really do feel like you met for a reason. You're meeting for a reason. This connection has a reason behind it. It has a higher meaning. It has a purpose. The Child Eternal says determination to remain young in the body, mind, and spirit, and the ability to see things with fresh eyes. So this person, they're going to be able to gift you with perspective, especially if you're someone who overthinks. Again, I just love that energy of them being willing and able to talk things through with you, because it's one thing to hold space, but it's another thing to add something to the conversation. And they have that. And then it says determination to remain young in the body, mind, and spirit. So if you've been wanting to get active to stay healthy, not even just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, this person is going to meet you halfway on that journey, that spiritual journey, that emotional journey, whatever development journey you want to take in the future or you've already been wanting to take now. The Advocate says inspires you to put compassion into action. So this person is like, let's not just talk about it, let's be about it kind of person. What can we do to help our community? What can we do to make a positive impact on this world? How can we inspire other people? This person is all about that. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were entertainers, if you were to have some sort of couple channel or platform down the line. But that's specifically for those of you who are entertainers or wanting to be. And then we have the Shapeshifter. It says skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness and the ability to see the potential in everything. So this person can build a house from the ground up with you. They can see a goal all the way through. They can save with you so that you can get a bigger house, a better car, better, they can see that bigger picture and meet you there. Put in that effort to get there with you. So this person is definitely a team player. And then we have the Priest and the Scribe that came out for them. The Scribe says preserving knowledge and information. So this person, again, they have their own kind of spiritual path or their own spiritual connection. I do feel like they connect with the higher power, and they may have like a book of shadows, or they may have a room where they kind of feel like they say is their office, like somewhere where they keep all their documents and thoughts. They may be really into journaling. But they have some sort of like knowledge or information that they've worked for in their life. So they've studied something and they have knowledge and information about that. And then we have the priest that says facilitates spiritual commitments and serves as a channel for spiritual energy. I just love this person's energy. They're connected to spirit, God, the divine. They're connected to that higher power. They have a relationship with God. They have a relationship with their higher selves. And they're a channel for spiritual energy. So they allow spirit to work through them. They don't always have to be in control. So I love that. Spirit, what else can you tell us about their next serious love offer for group 4? Nice. We got the Lovers card that came out for you. 6 of Cups in reverse. This is not someone that you know. If it is someone you know, this is someone from when you were really, really, really young with the 6 of Cups in reverse. Like someone you went to elementary school with, middle school with at max. But it would be someone you haven't spoken to in at least, I want to say 5 years. Like if you're young, maybe 3 years, you know, because time is kind of relative when you don't have that many years under your belt. Maybe 3 years, but like that would be the least. Like if you do just so happen to know this person, it would be like someone you grew up on the same block with, something like that. Not someone you've seen anytime recently. But I do feel for the majority that this will be someone new. But again, someone who's been keeping watch of you. So some of you are aware of this person and you already know who it is. You haven't really talked to them yet. And some of you are still unaware of this person and they still have to make themselves known. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Wands. Interesting. See, that just tells you so much because it just shows you like if you will, people will allow you to do the work. You know, like Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, this person is kind of waiting a little bit to see if you notice them and to see how you react to them. Will you start to chase me? Will you act like I'm out of your league? You know, there's this saying like, treat them like a celebrity. They're going to treat you like you're a fan. So it's just so interesting to see like how you could have someone that has good character, but still, if you do start chasing them or doing the most for them, even they will, okay, step back and allow you to just do it then, you know? So be careful. I feel like Spirit is keeping you from being hyper aware of this person. Yeah, we have the Hermit here as a method of protection. We have the Two of Wands and the Hermit. So Spirit is saying they're still on the fence, but what I need them to be, where I need them to be is fully surrendered to you. And that's the only way that Spirit is going to support this coming together. Well, I don't feel like that's the only way, but that's the way it should happen. We have the Lovers card here, so Spirit is leading you to each other. And we did have the alignment card before. But we have the King of Pentacles here. So Spirit does want this person to be the one to get it cracking with you, to get a move on, to approach, to pursue. Spirit doesn't want you to pursue. Two of Wands with the Hermit is like, Spirit is saying, I haven't made you aware of this person because they're not showing up how they need to show up yet. And to be honest, that may be because of your own standards in this life. You know, Spirit's like, I'm leading you two together for a reason with the Lovers card in alignment. This is divinely guided. But if you have a standard that if you see a certain kind of energy, you won't entertain, Spirit's like, it's not going to do me any good to make you aware of this person if they're still Two of Wands on the fence. So I'm, Hermit, keeping you protected until King of Pentacles, they know what they want and they're ready. And the King of Pentacles is the slowest moving king in the tarot deck. King of Pentacles, it's earth energy, it is slow moving, but it's also the most long lasting and sustainable. And it already has a built-in structure. So it's kind of like, you know, it depends on how you look at it, you know, because it can be kind of seen as the best king because they provide so much long-term stability and structure and all of that. But yeah, we have the Fool card that just came out in reverse. So something about time. I don't feel like you're going to have to wait much longer. You guys are in alignment now. But we have the Seven of Swords coming out. You guys are still kind of in this self-sabotaging energy where maybe you're being too hard, maybe they're being too loose, you know, whatever it is. It could be the fact that they're not sure or not ready to pursue. It could be the fact that Spirit hasn't broken you free from your tendency to judge people too harshly. And I'm not saying I'm seeing this. I'm just using like these as an example. Apply it to however way you know it applies. Spirit's still working on you two and breaking you down. And that's personally how I prefer it. I prefer the universe to break someone down versus me, because the universe knows them so well. The universe knows how to wear down their defenses and get them where they need to be. So we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We do have the High Priestess. I'm not going to put her all on the camera though, because she don't like to wear clothes, okay? But we did have the High Priestess and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So your intuition is spot on, but I also feel like it can go too far. So just try to stay as grounded as you can. Try to stay as open as you can. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Five of Wands. So even though the energy is kind of chaotic and hectic right now, I don't see you getting harmed in the process. It really kind of feels like the calm before the storm. I feel like this relationship is going to manifest within the next 3 to 6 months. Like your next serious love offer is not too far out. But Spirit's still working on you two individually. So you guys may have seen each other. You may have been like gym crushes or, you know, crushes in the workplace. And maybe you had a week, you know, the first week where you really noticed each other. It was like intense flirtation and it was good. And then the next week you show up into work and this person's acting weird. And, you know, all of a sudden it's like the energy changed. I wouldn't be surprised if something like that was going on, because I feel that too. But most of you aren't going to be made aware of this person until they're ready. And it's because of something on your end. Spirit doesn't want you to reject this person or decide you're not going to deal with them because of the principle before you realize what this connection is and who this is to you, like why Spirit has aligned you in the first place. So Spirit's like tiptoeing around the both of you, still working through you. But this is manifesting soon. We got the Four of Wands, which is beautiful, marriage energy. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, wow. Releasing control. It's manifesting on its own. 4 is also a number of structure and stability. So more of that energy that we had before. Interesting. There's something coming up here about you being a little too hard on people. It keeps coming up. We're getting little glimmers of it. We have most people are just trying to survive, you know, and this card is Spirit kind of like giving you that reminder, like it's hard out here. I mean, I just had this conversation with someone the other day about like how much like courage it must take to get in front of the altar and promise someone's friends and family that you're going to take care of them for the rest of their life. That's huge. But because it's so normalized in our culture to get married, we don't see it as a huge thing. But that's terrifying, especially for people who are serious about their relationship with God or the higher power. It's not a joke to them to go in front of God and tell you I'm going to do what? And I know I'm not finna? Nah, it's going to take some time for me to feel like I'm going to promise all of that. So understand, most people are just trying to survive, okay? Most people are just trying to do their best. Try not to be too hard. And that's what I was saying with the High Priestess card. Your intuition is spot on. But if you forget that the power comes from higher realms and you feel like because your intuition is spot on, that, you know, you are the spiritual authority, it can get really shadowy and you can, you know, convince yourself to believe things that aren't necessarily true. Like if you've ever watched a reading and it's just like, okay, that they're saying is a little too far. Like, I think that's your own bias, or I think that's in your own head. I don't think Spirit is telling you that the ops just broke their leg and they're in the hospital and they're coming back and the baby mama lost and then, like, you know what I mean? Like, so you've ever seen anything like that? You know what I'm talking about. Your intuition, it can be spot on, but it can get shadowy if you are ungrounded. So, you know, make sure you're grounding group 4. But we have turn on your love light. Like Spirit is trying to get you to open up. Turn on your love light. Flirt, okay? We have you beam, we glow, thank you, which is all about Spirit saying because you shine and you beam, because you're in the right position, all of us are able to succeed. You know, this collective is like a puzzle piece, and if everyone just owns their own unique puzzle piece, we can be whole. So all the work that you've gotten done and all the things that you've accomplished have not been for nothing, and Spirit is saying thank you. We appreciate you and your hard work. We see your dedication to this journey, and you will be paid accordingly for that. And then we have start where you are. So Spirit is saying start practically with what you have. It can start with holding your tongue and not sharing your opinion with people if they're not asking for it. It can start with giving people a second chance. Instead of one strike, you're out, maybe 2 strikes now. That's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.